Disclaimer: content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Trading involves substantial risk. Only trade with money you can afford to lose. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Viewers are responsible for their own trading decisions. No guarantees of success or profitability. All right, it's Monday, May 4th. May the 4th. It's today. That's cool. We got the force with us this morning for this buying opportunity to the upside. We'll see. Or we're getting ready to short, so we'll see off open to it's trading around 27,850. So we'll see if we get a nice move in either direction, maybe something momentum, but it looks more like it's going to be chopped. Smaller ranges, accumulation this morning. So maybe not so much the force, but there's going to be an accumulation here, and we'll get some indication on direction as well. Hope everybody had a good weekend, studied, rested, whatever you had to do. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited for this week. I feel like I'm learning a lot in the markets. I feel like I'm learning to focus particular intention, or to keep my focus on whether it's a buy day, a sell day, or a short selling day. So if I can just narrow that down, I can get my bias correct. I can add a bit of a fundamental aspect to it. But yeah, is it today going to be a buy day? On the hour, it looks like they've been buying up since 800 here, this area. So since 800, out of this spiked 250 points to the downside overnight. This did push up and reach 27,966, not quite 28,000, but it did push down off of 900 area, down 27,660 in like less than 30 minutes. Let's see, about 30 minutes, and then less than that stopped. So we got a 30-minute range. Looks like here this could tap back into slip in orders accumulation to 900. We're at 27,890, or we could be supporting new lows, higher lows here for a break this morning. We'll see how much attention is on MNQ this morning, how much action we get. It's the start of a new month, and they were saying something about selling in May. There's so maybe some sort of restructuring up here, a bigger consolidation range before we do get correction deeper to 8, then 7 and 6. Potential range to hold there if we get a lower high off of 27,900. So if we keep this below 27,900, keep this around 27,850, we can get an immediate short sell to the downside as low as 660. If we get this build to the upside, we can hold. If we hold above 800, then we have this upside accumulation to 9. So immediately off open, this move was substantial, so it potentially has a lower high that it can visit and break below if this is a selling correction day. If this is a buy and they support these higher prices, it could be better buys around 660, 750. Let's keep 750, mark 750 level. So I think that's our line in the sand, is 750, whether we're bearish or bullish for the day, whether we're selling short. We got to target to 660 or 750 immediately, or 900. So the initial trade would be to hold on, me let people know I'm up. Is it a choppy day, or are we correcting today? So either we get chopped between 8 and 9, or we get a break above 9 to 27 to 28,000 for all-time highs. Be building that. There's equal lows here around 800, so it's gonna be a good accumulation area around 850, 820. Probably this 800 area is populated with a lot of orders potentially. Oh no, this is new. Oh yeah, there was from Friday's action. Overnight. So Friday's action was choppy after this huge move. So it could correct down to 27,660. If we're bearish this morning, some sort of correction, selling off in May. I gotta recognize what selling looks like too. How does selling look like? So I think there's any news or anything. No red folders, orange folders. Want to be disciplined in my trades this morning. Really just want to read price action without projecting my own potential trades onto it. I'm demoing, so I'm planning on doing some prop firms, opening an eval account with Take Profit, because they work with NinjaTrader, and hopefully I don't know how that works, but I'll figure that out. And probably sometime this week or next week, could be tomorrow, we'll see. So starting my prop firm, because either it's a small account, I'm just gonna treat it like a small account. I know it's like a $2,000 drawdown that they initially, before you blow that account. So it gives me a bit of a buffer initially to start having some good trading days on that, and seeing how I can scale a little bit maybe, and just get comfortable that way through a prop firm. We'll see what the difference is, if you feel more restricted in your trading or what. But yeah, I'm gonna do that this week, so try and get a payout and all that. So that's gonna be fun. Haven't tried that. I've done small accounts live. We got 5, 6, 7 minutes to open. I've done small accounts, blown a couple of $500 accounts. If you maybe saved maybe $1,000, maybe a total of like $2,000, until I realized that I should probably demo first before I get any real exposure. But that exposure that I did get to real money was quick. First of all, I was losing money when I was taking trades, and I didn't know whether I should be in the trade or not, but just trying to go with the flow of the markets and guessing and gambling. But now it's I gotta get that out the way first, have my strategy down packed, maybe practice just a little bit more, because I still feel new at this. I just started trading MNQ, must have been a couple months or a month, so this is all very new to me, seeing how MNQ moves, the volatility, the ranges, the type of what an uptrend feels like, what a bearish neutral trend feels like. So I think I've seen some moves here. I've seen a bullish, so when this does support higher lows, and MAQ has done that well this past month, but potentially adapting to the sell-off at these highs. So We'll see if it's more of a choppy correction for the upcoming few days, or if this is going to continue skyrocketing. Fundamentally, it seems like we're at a high already, and this could correct a little bit. But yeah, I'm learning a lot doing this, so I'm just gonna keep at it, and I guess try and be transparent about my journey with trading. But this is allowing me to focus pretty seriously on trading in ways that I didn't before I was videoing my sessions live. So we got 4 minutes to open. We got our levels marked out, and we'll just focus on price action. Let's go to the main screen. Okay. I can't wait till people actually start joining me on my journey. That'll be cool. A little trader pods. Create a trader pod, but need some exposure, need some experience, and more experience in the markets, especially with real money and prop firms. But I need to get the trading down pat first, initially. Better trading, better skill. I think the money is just gonna come. But my process on what is the market actually doing now and what it's gonna do next is definitely takes a lot of time to improve doing that. But initially, I see success in finding, particularly like the 4-point. I have this 4 points of interest strategy. Usually off of double bottoms, that's like my signal that it's a new auction. New auctions every time it reaches bottoms, and then you get, as soon as these guys, I don't know what allows, but I guess you've accumulated more supply, and the time it takes to reach a high, you can fuel that move a lot better. So it doesn't seem like there's too much accumulation here. It's more of a range bound day, neutral, push to the upside, and then we get this overnight correction, and then it's correcting that correction to the upside, and we'll see what happens around 27,850 and 27,9. For bullish, we'll see how those candles play out. But it looks like this could be a head and shoulders up here also. So here we are. We got a minute and a half to open. Let's have a good trading day. Let's trade well. Remember all we've learned, correct our mistakes, and be patient and disciplined taking in A+ setups as they establish this morning. So we're looking for around 800 and 900 for the secondary move to 966 to break a highs, or 750 to retest this low here. Could be consolidation to hold above 800. We'll see. If we get a hold above 800, then we're bullish. So we'll check candles once we get there. It could be a potential demand because this has collected and pushed before, and again pushed off of 800. So the more recent trend is the A+ would be a demand off of 800 targeting 9, or we could get a build off of 850 if this consolidates tighter. Okay, so we got a level of 850 trading a VWAP. Overnight held. We got open. Monday open, slip and slide into the up and down side, holds around 55 for buying this morning. Good buy would be around 800. Get some downwards pressure off 850, holds off of 850, 860, break of highs, 870. there's a buying algorithm in the mix here that is potentially leading us to the upside after an accumulation the past few hours overnight. Potential to enter here. It's a bit high, targeting 900. Feeling more bearish this morning, although this is where we have been consolidating a day and did push up and could break highs and are rallying recently. Seeing a push below 870, populating 850 area in VWAP. Get a decisive move off open. Crazy outside candle here. If this retraces, it could be more bullish, more bearish off open, sell off to 8. Could take a quick 8.
Order filled.
Would I be in this trade till 8? I think I'll try and hold that. There's a break to the downside. It's holding off at 25. Hold this move to 800 or a higher low. We could get slips in collection of accumulation and knock us out. For initial break and retest 850. Selling could step in here. Not too much of a big move. Stepping shorts accumulating. Stops can get hit. We're getting a hold and slips to the upside around 830 to the downside. Outside candle on this relief. We're going to target 800. A bit of a bad RR here, but what I'm risking on this pullback, populating 820 could slip down to 800. Need a sure move to the downside real quick off of this move. Coming off of 820, holding below 820. Bit of a relief here. It's 830. Yeah, a bit of a relief. Created a range, did not find price discovery to the downside. Still exit here. Could be populating below 30 and 40. See a hold to the downside. This could be the bottom of the range. We got a bit of a demand here this morning. So a bit bullish off of 20. If I could reverse here. Close my position. Could be crucial stepping at 40 for shorts. Relief of this downwards move. Find better entries to the upside. Holds below 40. Want to exit.
Stop filled.
So I'm bullish because there's a buyer present. Populating this orders here to the upside. Hold off 800, 820 early in this morning, off 850. Good entry would be right now to the upside.
Order filled.
See if we keep our stop just beyond and we get a break of highs today. So keep this for a 1-to-1. Populate this 830 area with accumulation. Did not get price discovery for 15 points. Caught that low, higher low, accumulating 840, 830, 825, 30. Downwards pressure, choppy buying morning. Choppy buying with slips to the downside. I don't know what the bigger pressure would be to the upside. More of a quicker sell-off there. More of a hold down here. Getting a little hold off of 25, collecting at 25, maybe slips in price. Below 800. We're bearish and I risk far too much. Let me get out, and we're bearish off of here. We're seeing a break below. There could be an anomaly. Need a serious hold off of 20 to the upside. Some extra room to breathe down here. Potentially exit. Accumulation off of 20. See equal low here. Want to see a hold off of 20. Or we're bearish until this break 800. We at least need to tap 800 before it goes up. I got my stop just beyond 796. And I'm bullish because there's a buyer here. And once the buyer here, but could be slipping. This could be choppy by morning, targeting quicker targets here. Pulse isn't up. Nice hold in the 30 area. We could break highs for 1-to-1. De-risk off of this push up. I want to see a break above 37. Could be consolidating down here for a while. Might need to take profit. Could be accumulating at 20 for some time unless we get a quick sell up here. Want to target these highs. Saw a break above though. Tap 50, break above 50, green 45. This could be a bullish buy. It's gonna sell at these highs, potentially sold at these highs too. And then you got an active buyer selling pretty low, accumulating quickly and selling quickly. So we got to get out at 40. Get a break at 50 again, I'm out. Created the FEG at 40 to the downside. Not quite a recovery on that downwards candle. We're in this 30-point range, 40-point range here. I think we caught a bottom, but caught a buy range, and this is our quick target for 1-to-1 here. On the 5, it's more downwards pressure. Looks like a sell-off. Could be a demand off at 800. This is accumulating shorts off direction. That first initial impulse move to the downside. More of a sharper hold at 820 for longs. Off 850 for shorts. They're taking profit, selling into weakness here. Potential holds and off 820. Keeping this up. Trying to induce longs. This could be our build to the upside for a break at 9. Could hold a bit longer. This could be our setup for the day. It's holding below VWAP. 27,850, holding at 27,825. Seeing a nice relief of this downwards accumulation. Less resistance to the upside on these moves, except for off of 850. See how long they can accumulate this down here. We get a decisive move. This looks like the last area of accumulation. Looks like they're holding this above 820 pretty seriously. holding this below 850, accumulating from 10 to 40 in the 30 range mostly, just beyond here. Got my stop loss just beyond 8. Probably would not be in this trade. Seeing some nice upwards movement. So a choppy buying day, a little lighter volume to the upside. Seeing a break 850. Want to see a continuation of this move. Seeing a break 60. Holding around 60, taking profit up here, waiting for this downwards move again. Inducing longs, selling into strength here. Could potentially break 9. Selling into strength. Bit of a downwards push off of 80, big acceptance at 80. Doji.
Order filled.
Created a doji up here. Ooh, we're up 34. Made a stupid play. Damn, that's a pretty bad initial plays, but we're up 34. See it break this high. Sold at a doji. Broke 850. Gonna retest 850. Good entries off of 850, 830 area. Created FEGs to the upside, inducing longs. Not long enough of an accumulation here, taking profit for this buyer, buying higher lows potentially. Could retrace back at 830. We get a nice hold off at 830. We could remain bullish. Or 850 would be a good entry. We chop between 850 and this high at 880. Potential stopping at 850, absorption to the upside. They should part new buys, probably stopping selling like volume here. There was an increase in volume on increase in selling at this upwards move. Decrease to the downside. We got a hold here. Potential good entry to the upside, targeting 9. Getting a relief for the selling. A lot of orders accepting around 60. I'm targeting 80.
Order filled. Order filled.
Keep my stop just beyond 50. Populating this 55 orders, inducing longs. Keeping this above yesterday's close. Targeting this high. We're in a tight trade here. I don't know why I would just keep this same and then target a break to 9. Giving downwards pressure here is gonna stop me out. Better entries off of 50 potentially. Testing this 827, 850 area. Could be an operator stepping in here to the upside. Get choppy down here off of 50. Supporting this 50 area. Getting a nice move. Getting ready to take profit on this little move.
Order filled.
Okay, we're up 82.58. We're seeing a break of this high here. And we can enter in off of 50. Trust this 50 retrace. Okay, let's see if we could stay focused here. We got an orb selling into orb here off of 850, waiting for this big move. Break 9. Did a selling around 80. I want to pick up for a continuation. Break of highs. Ready to make a move here to 8.
Order filled.
To 9, I mean 27.9. Break above here. Just want to get back. It's looking like a momentum move. I have to break this below 50 here. Targeting a break up 9 and beyond here. Retracement back to highs. 938, 917 potentially. Maybe need a bit more accumulation up here. So we're getting a nice continuation to the upside on the 5. The 1 is selling. This is green. Want to see it breaking 900. Supporting these higher lows. Getting ready to take profit. Populating the 80. Seeing the downwards press here. Probably better entries at 60 again. Just below 50. Getting a hold of the 70, 75 area to the upside, leading us upside. Potential over targets to get hit around the high 966 for the day. Quick moves to the upside. Buys up off of 27,870. Think we get a momentum move for this last initial accumulation. $650. Getting holds on 75. Want to see break at 80, 90. Seeing holds around 88. My entry. Want to see a break above this here, this 90. We take a profit around 910. We get this quick move. Hold below 90, but we got more of an accumulation. Sell to the upside. Populating this 80. Got my stop below 50. Gotta push up off of 70 last time. Want to hold above 60. Inducing short. Retracement on the 5. Need a breather. Accumulation, you stop buying Got any better prices at 60? $70. Really is the psychology of the market. Is everybody buying? Is everybody selling? And then how's that volatility in that during that accumulation or sell-off, distribution affecting your position? We got a hold off of 60, hold off of 50, a strong hold off of 50. Well, I'm betting for a break of highs. If I could enter in off of 60, that would have been better. I would have been exiting at these highs here, 80, 90. If I had a big account, I would maybe average down and exit early instead of having my entry at highs and my stop at lows. Well, my entry at lows and my stop beyond the previous hold for deeper validation, or just you gotta keep a tight stop there. So we're populating this 75 area with orders for a potential continuation to the upside, breaking 900. Yesterday's high was bullish on the 5. Last accumulation to the upside around 75. Choppy buying day. Could go all the way up to 966 before we get a bigger seller off of 900. So it's a big short off of 900. Populating these shorts already. Potentially accumulating these shorts, selling. I don't know if we're selling or what. I mean, I don't know what happened to the pulse here. The days of doji though. That would be the 3rd, 4th day. I think I found an extended high here. Did find a nice relief to 966 overnight though. Tap that low. We need to break these highs. Oh, we're seeing a break to 50 though. We need to see a hold above 60, or we get a bearish correction this morning and we're not bullish. Bit of an anomaly off of a break below 60. Easing up on buying here. I see a decisive move above for a bullish trend. Breaking 9 into 930. Holding 70 area, 870. I'm bullish. Did not avoid one stop loss getting hit. We are up, but bit of a choppy buying day. Uncertainty at these highs potentially. Got as high as 966. We're potentially getting ready to break 28,000. This looks more like a downwards move here off of 9. Flat pickups around 50. Could sweep this last move before we get a move to the upside. And I'd have to reassess here.
Stop filled.
So we're bearish now.
Order submitted. Order filled.
We're gonna let this one live. I know we got a buyer here. Better prices at 850. Had to reassess that. Not that we're bullish, we just got a deeper buyer here supporting this to the upside. It's Monday, you gotta get the Mondays out, and thank goodness for demo. I like to thank goodness for demo. Keep me in chop. Keep me learning. Remembering, stay out of chop. Don't want to anticipate big moves, and if you are part of the move, then I don't know, be sure. Getting a hold below 70. It's gonna stop me out though. Feeling bearish. Just a nice hold up off of 50.
Stop filled.
Just to be sure of that move, huh? Okay, I'm not in the trade. Oh, we're down significant. And we look bullish on the 1 hour and the 5. I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back, yo. We are getting a nice hold off of 850 though, so this entry to the upside would be a break for 900 between 850. Maybe get an entry around 875. We're getting this last accumulation before we get a break potentially, or we get more of an accumulation around 880. Choppy buying day. So more of a decisive move to the upside on the 1 and the 5. If you're more patient, maybe on the 1 minute. Notice these chops, these holds at 850. This last accumulation break to the upside. I'm down a bit. I still got one trade then. I simulate this and just down 200 for the day, waiting for the next big trade. It's a choppy buying day. This could go down up here before it goes up. We're getting a nice hold off for the 5. Pushing down off of 900. This could be high up here. Could be similar to last Friday where we getting a hold below 900. We get a head and shoulders here, or a break at 800. Deeper correction. I think a long term here. Accumulating shorts off of 900. Slips to the upside for accumulation. Thinking longs, buying day. Keeping it above 800. More of least resistance to the upside on the 5. Accumulation populating this area, thinking there could be a big move off impulse, which is meeting buyers and sellers equally around 75, 50, 25. Good entry would be 60 to the upside. This looks like the last accumulation before the upside, but we're seeing a lot of accumulation this morning, so you gotta be patient this morning. I got a bunch of psychology books too to read. I have so much to read on day trading, just whether it's a buy day, a sell day. Are they selling at these highs? I think they distributed here, created a demand 660, 750, 800. So hold off 850. So supporting this upwards move for sure. But again, it holds around 900. So I'm still bullish. This is just a pullback. Good entries around, could be now or below 50. We're gonna range within this morning between 850 and 9 before we get a decisive break to one side or the other. I'm leaning more bullish, so I would enter around 850. But this does seem like a choppy buy day where we're at, and it's Monday, so potentially gonna break 28. But that's psychological. It's 28 decisively. Probably goes down before it goes up, consolidates before it goes up. There wasn't a deep correction up at this high off of Friday, so it might need to correct Friday's move. And it did down to 660, but there's a nice push off of 800, so there's a buyer present up here. Or is an accumulation at 8. More of an accumulating shorts move here for a big move to the downside, creating a range between 27,966 and 27,660. That would be the 300-point move for the day to the downside. Now I just switched to bearish. Got a bearish push below 900 for the last 5. We found a high here, looking to correct to 5. Bearish up here. Prices are too high. Yeah, I got these books that I'm excited to read. I did pick up on reading a little bit. They're talking about types of days, like training days, buying higher lows, non-training days, ranging days. types of trend days, and these are patterns to study here. And I think it's an older book too, because the way they plot the data, it's like a strange volume profile curve with like the alphabet, and I don't know how exactly they use letters to what it denotes, potentially time and price. But yeah, it's like a volume profile. That's how you used to plot it back then around price. So we got 880, we got a lower 250, we got 850. This looks like it's been populating to the upside, holding 850, holding 875. This looks like it's a accumulation as an uptrend. Maybe supporting this high here. But how Friday looked after a big move, there wasn't a big move unless it's a buying day accumulation. Keep this above 850. This still could move. They've been accumulating for some time this morning, for 30 minutes at least, the last 15. Not quite sure our direction. I think this could remain bullish though, for a smaller move to the upside or break 800. Maybe somebody's decisive with this rally to the upside. I don't know if that's overpriced though. About neutral, didn't quite go into overselling, keeping this buying within a tight range, off low volume, waiting for a big move to the upside. Let's see, pick up on volume here for a break 9.
Order filled.
These last 3 candles look pretty good. It looks like it held this 70 level. I would target 900 or a break 9. This breaks 9. We getting our sell off here. Higher low. Oh snap!
Stop filled.
How they manage that? Dang, I'm definitely out off of that. That was an anomaly. Definitely swept a lot of people out there off of this market. They're not supporting this very much. They picked up all the last orders here for this move, for the sweep. These buying days are a bit tricky if you're not used to it. This should have been in at this low here. My stop should have been way at this low or at least around 225. It didn't break 25. Break below 30. Hold above.
Order filled.
For better entry here for the last final sweep for a break to the upside. That was an anomaly to the downside. There's a demand up here that is not breaking any highs. But I'm in a good, just was looking for a good entry. I don't think they're technically short in this high, but it was a downwards push. I don't know what this day is on demo. I'm getting better. I'm gonna keep doing this. It's just my process of analyzing charts thus far. I know it's gonna be a choppy buy day. I just maybe want to stay out of choppy buying days. You want to be towards the end of the buy, or you want to be in on an early buy, on an early support, holding above 50. I think they're playing this micro range now. After that move, just mad. Bounce off of VWAP. Just had to recover. The market has to recover real quick. This morning I was super choppy. You gotta recognize if it's a buying choppy day, and I did, and stay out of it. Gotta figure out something else then. thinking it's for demo. But I'm gonna keep on demoing until I'm profitable. Then when I'm profitable, I start prop firms, and I want the month to be profitable though. The freaking data loads, it hasn't been loading. Okay, today, let's see this month, last month. Oh, it's in March, April, May. So it's early May till last end of May. Oh, then ooh. So total net profit, I'm down 1,000. Made 7,000, lost 8,000. I'm ready for the month of April, and I think that's when I started. I think I started on the 6th. Let's generate that instead. 632. Basically breaking even, paid for the month pretty heavily. Interesting. So we got a new month ahead of us though. We're locked in on the process, we're locked in on mindset, we're locked in on committed. So we're locked in. I'm being locked in. Just got to do definitely more studying and more reading and more applying these ideas. And it takes time. I understand. It's like downloading new info, but the mind of a decades amount of years in the game versus 2. So downloading all this knowledge, it's gonna take time, and then applying with the reps and stuff. So decent start. Did make some money though, so it did take some good trades when I did, since I have started trading. But it is demo, but there is a correlation between how well you do on demo and how well you do on live. But I'll get there. We're in the green right now. It's made a huge move.
Order filled.
Whoa, that's a pretty good play. So maybe would have been part of this last accumulation sweep. So I did forget about how this consolidates and then accumulates before they do get a move. And now they're selling into strength here for breaking 900 and higher. So they're going to be supporting new prices here. So what we were reporting, that took about 45 minutes to accumulate here at these highs. So this could be a decisive break to the upside. Potentially would be holding here. I would be selling. If I was retail, I'd be out at this high, and they're out at this high too, and their accumulation continues. They're buying and their retracements and their buys and their retrace, and they're just stacking money on the way up. But they are protective. So, and it's Monday and it's early and it's accumulation day. So it's a good opportunity here. Could be a big move to 966 off of 900. Off of that 50, we would wait a little bit for an accumulation potentially, or this does shoot to the upside. We'll see. They're probably taking profit here after sweeping everybody there. Who knows if they keep this above 900. That was a crazy sweep, but indication of the last accumulation. How many orders was that? I fought more than 5,000 shorts. Overbought in this area, headed back down. And overbought, it did. There is selling. So either their accumulation is done here and the buying continues. So they congested this 850 to 900 area on this buying day. Being aware that this is a buying day and they're buying higher lows You don't want to get stopped and chopped, or you do want to focus on playing that tighter range. And that means like micro scalping these moves. If it is in your favor, you just don't want to be part of accumulation. Let this operator accumulate for as long as possible, and then be in that break of 900. We're getting an accumulation around 900. Bit choppy this morning. Keeping this range pretty tight. Not even 50, or just 50. So here to 950 to 28. Get this push to the upside off momentum. That's the last accumulation for price discovery. Potentially. We get a push below to 850 from 9. Steady accumulation again. We're gonna run that back. Yeah, so here we are. Yesterday's highs. Broke it to 966. Could be a lower high here. And we get smacked out from 900. Looks like that's the prevailing pressure off 900. But we made it to 900 though. So it looks like a short selling now.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I'm gonna target this low. I don't trust buying here. I think it's a overall lower high. There's no demand here at 900 for some reason to the upside. Operators collecting, exchanging at 9. And we're in this accumulation range between VWAP off 860. Seeing a break below. Trying to instigate some sort of short selling signal up here. Believed it, got instigated, got signal baited, got baited. So we're getting a little bit of downwards pressure off of 900, but right now we're holding at 9. This is the last accumulation before this sells into strength. After that accumulation, buying higher lows, should have stuck with that. Not falling back within this range for a longer accumulation. Oh, we'll see. I thought it was gonna go down before it goes up significantly, but it did not. We're gonna hold off 900 though. Populating 900s to the downside, maybe. Created FEG to the upside off of 90. Getting a sweep of these recent highs off of 910. Holding below 905. Holding at 905. Slips to the upside is dissing more long than short. What happened to my pulse? It's not showing up. You gotta redo the joint. Okay, what is this again? MNQ 31 long, 23 long. We're long here. Selling longs here. Got a hold below 910 though. Accumulating prior prices, getting ready for this to just trend to the upside for a break of 9 something. 9 to 28. They're accumulating for higher. This is trending to the upside. There's clear market structure, sweeps. I should be bearish, but I thought it was gonna go down before it went up immediately off of this. But I was wrong. So you figure out an exit, accumulation, short squeeze, take the loss and learn. Don't go against this operator this morning. We shouldn't have freaking swept here. One. Doing a nice job holding it above around 850, holding it above 900. Trying to show, keep this up, inducing longs, breaking 9, break all-time highs. I think that's Monday for me. Did not have a good Monday. If this goes against me, I'm gonna go see what kind of trades I took. It's bullish, so it's holding above 900. But yeah, maybe I just done live streaming and then keep my eyes on the markets. So yeah, because that's definitely that's what I've been doing. I've been turning off the screen after that when I'm done trading, just walking away. But there's opportunities in the market, and if anything, it's like an emergent thing I'm trying to do here. Just pick up on some hours here, because there's nothing else to do all day besides learn how to day trade and get really good at it quickly. So that's the goal. This May, the force is with me, and have the strength of the Jedis to freaking to trade properly this morning. To trade properly this May. It's being the green this month. That would be a good day to check my P&L, see how I'm doing every day, at the end of every week, maybe. I need to read more, spend more time behind the charts, definitely. Being patient behind the charts, reading price action correctly, and keeping up with the NASDAQ throughout the day. This looks like a double top. It goes down before it goes up. Targeting 50. More of a retracement down here. Getting some downwards pressure. A nice break below 90. We're gonna keep this up. This is just a good place to exit for some people. I won't completely short this, but I'm feeling unconfident up here at 900. I think they can sell this off. They like this 900 level though. Even from this low, if they're collecting a 50, selling at 90, I think they're gonna bring us back below. The operator's not here anymore, supporting lows anymore. Selling to shorts here potentially, might not go anywhere. Shorts are long. I think it's gonna relieve with time, and it's gonna be more bullish. Yeah, but yep, just focusing on improving every day, and want to strengthen my psychology, my confidence behind these charts. The way I do that is getting better at reading price action, calling my plays correctly, way better execution. I need to go through my execution protocols and definitely get the reps in before I start trading real money. I think that's important. Want to be successful demo before I risk any real money. And so, but I'm excited about that, because then as soon as I get a month of in the green, I'm gonna try eval. We'll see how this month goes. Okay. Well, I think, yeah, I hope everybody has a good trading day. I think I'm done for now. It's been about an hour trading. We're trading at these highs, and just gonna stop streaming. But if you did, or if you are watching in the future, let me know how I can improve, particularly with my execution. And if there's anything, if you like how I read the charts, just comment, let me know what's going on here. And I hope you guys have a good trading day, rest of the trading day, and the start. Hope you had a good start of the week. And yeah, good trading day to all. Okay, bye.